Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
To something. So we're doing Moss and more. We're definitely on time. We're definitely not late. I did not sleep last night. We have insomnia to deal with again. Isn't it excellent? So I think I'm just running MMA, right? Wow. You can tell it's been a while because I'm like, how do I run the game? Do I just run the game? Is that how I run the game? I think that's how I run the game. So I believe I have put the linky link where it belongs. Is that my phone finally catching up to the fact that I went live? It sure is. No, it's not. That's my phone just being dumb. It's just telling me. Alright. So, when last we left off, I don't know what was happening. Did we finish Blackshire? We might have finished Blackshire. I should have written notes for myself. Those would have been useful to have right about now as we go into this with absolutely no idea. Okay, the autosave's in the Lair of the Wolf. Do we have a Blackshire done save? I don't see a Blackshire done save. So is Blackshire not done? It might not be done. If it's not done, then that helps considerably. So, what is my party? My party is a Vampire Death Knight, a Minotaur Shaman, Human Seraph, Human Warrior, Knight. They're called knights in this. And then a troll. Okay. So, we're doing okay. We have a bunch of numbers that don't mean anything to me anymore. Because I've been, overseas. For those who are watching the VODs and haven't seen my most recent live stream, you should still know because of the VODs I say that I'm going to Japan. So I've been gone. I've been gone for like 2 weeks. So, so just so you know, there's been a time skip, and that has happened now. So I think we're going to cast Fly, and we're going to investigate the area. Are these elementals still up? I don't think the elementals are still up. Did we finish this zone? There's like 2 dungeons here, right? There's just the... What are we doing on... Map looks clear. Did I finish Blackshire? Did I give myself that? Let me make sure that this is the most recent save in game time. I think it is, right? Yeah, this is the most recent save in game time. We have 3 levels stockpiled. And this is going to be such a weird stream because, again, I was not able to sleep last night. So, I've done all of my morning things that I'm supposed to do. So I'm in, fairly good shape, except actually I can't shave. I can't shave right now. It's a whole thing. While we were gone, our water heater broke down, and so I don't have any hot water. And I won't have any hot water until we replace the water heater. And I don't want to shave with cold water. Okay. Anyway, so we need to go somewhere. So we have done all of these places. So where the hell was I going to go next? I completed Blackshire. Blackshire means that I have the shield. Right? I have Lord Kilburn's shield, which was, in theory, important, but does it end up actually being important? Before I go back to Iron Fist, I wanted to clear Mire of the Damned, because Mire of the Damned is required to get into the dwarf area. See, hey, look, I'm getting there. I'm remembering where I was. So I wanted to get to the dwarf area. So we need to get Mire the Damned cleared before we go back to Iron Fist, which means in theory the fact that I have Lord Kilburn's shield doesn't actually matter that much. Because we're not going back there for the foreseeable future. So I'm going to open up my town portal map again just so that I can get eyes on things. We cleared Bootleg Bay, I believe. We cleared Silver Cove. We cleared Mist. We cleared New Sorpigal, Freehaven, Whitecap. We've cleared all the things that we can teleport to. Every town portal location has been cleared. And so the next thing on our agenda is all the really difficult and complicated stuff. It's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Unfortunately, we are past the timing on boats, I think. Okay. So would we be past the timing on boats if I loaded this? Yes, it's still 6:09. Wait, we can do this? No, we can't, because we can't access Kriegspire, and we can't. We have Iron Fist and Kriegspire that we need to be able to access in order to be able to do her thing. So the Barracuda is closed. I prefer not to allow myself to manipulate the time in order to do this now. So doing eel-infested waters, I would prefer to just go, well, I can't get there right now, so I guess I'll just have to leave it for later. That is my preference right now, is to just not do eel-infested waters right now, and to instead do something else. Let me take a look at my quests. Stone City, we can't do yet. Kilburn Shield, we already did. Iron Fist. Not doing Kriegspire. Did we already do this? I think that we might have already done this. Because I think that the Dragon Towers are the anchor. Like, we had a whole conversation about the Dragon Towers being an anchor point for town portals. I believe that is a thing that we had previously discussed.
Oh, His Grace Eric von Stromgard, Marquis of the Northern Marches.
Okay. So that's completed. So Ending Winter is a different quest. We don't have access to a trainer right now. So I'm going to save under danger because I don't... So the question now is, am I going to be able to make it through an hour before I start having an intestinal distress? My stomach has also been giving me problems all morning. Probably related to the insomnia. But at any rate, I think we are going to be heading... We're not heading to Dragon Sand. That's a non-starter. It might make sense to just whip over to Paradise Valley. And try to get that done. I hate to say it. We're going to have to go AFK for a few minutes. Alright, I will be back in a couple minutes, and then we will... Look, everything is fine. Everything's fine. This is all normal. We'll be right back in just a few minutes, and then I think we're going to try to do Paradise Valley rather than wait and hope that we can basically align the timing so that we can get on a boat without having to manipulate timing by basically hitting the R button. So I'll be right back, and then we will get started. Sorry about that. And we back. Sorry about that. Okay. We are back. We are ready to continue. And we should be golden for the rest of the stream. Hey, Astro Kitty. So, are we going to... Let's save a Blackshire done, which we didn't do just now. And we can just sort of walk over to... Not Kriegspire. Nope, we're going back to Blackshire first. Wait a second. We don't want to go west from here. We don't want to go to Kriegspire. Do we want to go to Kriegspire? Wait, do we want to go to Kriegspire? Do we want to go to Kriegspire when I have not slept? Is that how we want to handle this? On no sleep, I go do Kriegspire. Can I do Kriegspire? No, I can't do Kriegspire until I've done Iron Fist, so I have to do this in a different order. I could try to do Mire the Damned. If I do Mire the Damned, I can immediately go to Iron Fist. And then from Iron Fist, I can go finish up Kriegspire and all that jazz. Because right now I can't go into Kriegspire because I don't have access to one of the dungeons. So, with that being the case, do I want to go to Mire the Damned? It honestly feels like a terrible idea. Let's do it. We're going to go to Mire the Damned. Okay, we know where we're going. We're going to Mire the Damned. It's going to be great. So, we're changing the stream title because I now know what the hell is going on. So, we're no longer Blackshire, no longer Befuddlement. We know exactly what's happening. Mire Madness, that seems like an appropriate title. In addition to the fact that my entire party is probably going to go, mad during this. There's also the fact that this is really not a great idea. This is a terrible idea. And that is why we're doing it. Remember, preventing yourself from winning is important. It is an important strategy in life to prevent yourself from winning. Yes, I think that this is an excellent idea. It will definitely not backfire on us, and I am very happy to do it. So, do we have anything else that we need done prior? We can't train right now because it's too... Oh my god. Korgrick is 42 years old. Silria is 39 years old. These poor bastards are getting so old. And we need to get to... Is it Hermit's Isle? We need to get to Hermit's Isle at some point to get to that Fountain of Youth. Alright, we're popping in here. It's going to be great. We're going to immediately be in a combat location. Fly is not allowed here natively. So, what buffs do we need? We need preservation. We need to equip our artifact. And you know what? I'm going to equip both of these and recast preservation. We're going to equip our light helmet, which I remember what it looks like. Let's go. Look at me remembering thing. Not enough spell. Oh shit! I forgot to cure the insanity. Okay. Well, that's fine. Do we have anybody else who's insane? We have 28 already. Do I actually want to... No, that's a bad idea. You know what? Just because we titled the stream Mire Madness, we're not going to cure the madness. So, we're going to have a while where we don't have access to our light magic spells, as is good and proper. And we're just going to maneuver around a little bit, get some of our buffs cast. That's all of our body magic buffs that we need, I believe. So we can just slap this on. We got a couple items that were unidentified for some reason. I didn't actually identify... I didn't do any inventory management before I left the country. Classic. Okay. So... truly disgusting behavior. Okay. We got the Day of the Gods off. Probably the least important of the spells that we have to cast. But it does look... We're getting spell points back at a fairly decent clip. I think we can just drop down here somewhere and get ourselves Day of Protection cast. That gives us Wizard Eye. And I think that the stuff out here is going to be fairly trivial to deal with. Ooh, boy. You know what? I said it was going to be fairly trivial. And it's all fine. It's fine. This is going to be fine. You're only level 109. You're easy. No problem. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay, and we did not cast Thinger yet, so let's cast that now. Our power is cast. We have cast all of the buffs that we need to cast. And now we can just plow into you. Severia is hitting for 24k now. Not too shabby. So, do we want to clear the exterior first? We have to clear every dungeon as we enter it. I forgot how Maw worked. Ooh. So when we enter... Darkmoor, we have to clear it immediately. Right. That. So, am I going to Darkmoor immediately? I think that I am, yes. So, I think that what we're going to do is, rather than putter around out here at all, we are immediately making a beeline for Darkmoor, because Darkmoor is the big dungeon here. And what we're looking to do is, we're probably going to be spending days in Darkmoor. There's an argument in favor of actually skipping Darkmoor until I have cleared the dwarf area, just because of the fact that the dwarf area is small enough that I can almost... Wait, are you a town guard or something? What are you? Wait, I need to... Damn it. Wait, seriously? I didn't save after I went all the way south? What? Wait, what? What's happening? I guess I did. Alright, so that target is not friendly. Okay. Do we have confirmation? We're going to get confirmation on that right now. Because I could have just as easily walked up to a friendly and punched them in the head. Okay, they are, in fact, already hostile. And they do not trigger the peasants to go hostile when I kill them, so I don't have to worry about it. So we're going to clear all of these if possible. But we might end up getting wrecked here. It depends on how strong the pack is here. We have quite a lot of enemies, but we are also trying to do Darkmoor. So, in theory, we should be strong enough to handle some skeletons and ghosts if we're trying to do Darkmoor, right? Like, that seems reasonable. Okay, we need to get the curses dealt with, though. That's a big issue for me. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. I need to plow through these a little bit.
I'm not dead yet.
Unfortunately, Korgrick is still cursed. But I can't deal with that immediately because I have to keep myself alive. I think we're fine. I think this is fine. We're going to be able to clear these, which is a good sign, right? It's not that important. Sorry, it's not that it's not that important. It's not that good a sign because of the fact that the enemies we're going to be fighting in a second are massively, massively stronger. But the fact that we were able to clear through these with relative efficacy is still a good sign. We cleared this entire section. Let's go ahead and save this under test. I didn't cast fly again. It doesn't matter, I don't need to cast fly. Okay. There's a thing that fell on the ground here. Oh, did I pick it up already? I must have picked it up while it was dropping. Okay, Eldritch Shield of Thingamabobber. Okay, don't need to worry about this. We're actually going to kill the dragon first. The dragon's very fast to clear, so we're going to do it right now. I don't think this is going to be that hard, would be my guess. Yeah, this is going to be fine. We have preservation, so there's really no danger. Dungeon complete. We get a little bit of money. There's a bunch of bones here that we don't need to pick up. And we've cleared one of the dungeons in Darkmoor. Easy peasy. Very fast, very lemon squeezy, and all those other things that sound kind of vaguely like easy. Alright, saving it up. We don't need to do under danger. We're going to save it under test. Okay, we're going to start saving under dungeon after this. So I need to remember that. Hey. Things are going to be able to dispel us in here, which means that they can dispel our preservation. There are Cuisinarts in this dungeon. I forgot that they changed that. Ooh. That actually changes everything. Luckily, this dungeon is very bad for the MM8 AI, it looks like. There aren't any Cuisinarts in this pack. So that could have been much, much worse than it was. It's not really a proof of concept to clear that pack. So our goal right now is to get through this initial section and basically clear enough of it that... One second, I need to turn on my volume a bit, because... There we go, I just need to turn it up there. Because I can barely hear this music. I have to be able to hear this music, it's too good. Alright. How safe are we going to play? That is so many Death Knights in one room. Oh my god. No Cuisinarts, though. Weird. Not a single Cuisinart in this pack, for some reason. Okay, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to get obliterated. Okay. Mistakes were made. Okay. I need to run all the way to the end of the hallway, because they get very confused if I'm all the way at the end of the hallway. They don't get confused if I just lure them the whole way, fighting them like that. So we're going to make an attempt here again. Holy shit. Okay. On the plus side, our DPS is pretty good right now. Was I supposed to do... Oh god, was I supposed to improve my gear substantially? What level is this? This is 152. I'm with 55, so I think that we're fine in that regard. We might not be, but I think we're fine. This is going to be a way smaller bag! Cuisinart! Okay, there's only 2 of them on us, so there's not a ton of reason to try to lure them into a corner where some of them will run away from us instead of toward us. Okay, they will no longer be able to do what they want. Ooh, I'm dead. Ooh, boy. Oh, the Cuisinarts. Ooh, this was a bad idea before there were Cuisinarts. Ooh, this was a bad idea before the Cuisinart. Okay. So there's a Cuisinart. You are level 163 and 183 on the Cuisinarts. It's going to take a long time to clear enough of this place. If I can do a really long kite, I might have a shot with these Cuisinarts. Am I missing any core buffs right now? I don't think I am. I have Day of the Gods active. I have Haste active. I have Stone Skin, all that kind of jazz. I have Regeneration. We might need to do Paradise Valley. We might need to do Paradise Valley. The Cuisinarts are extremely powerful. And this is not going to be the only room that has Cuisinarts in it. So, in this initial blocking. Once I get past this initial blocking, I can sort of figure out a mechanism for getting through stuff. Because I can, once I can save. The issue is that this initial area, I have to clear probably, 20 rooms before I can save? It's a pretty large number of rooms. And if I'm dealing with Cuisinarts in half of them, which I think a lot of ogres are in the initial rooms, and I think they replaced the ogres with these. I don't think we're going to be able to do Mire. We can't train in Mire, so we can't just do the rest of Mire and then train up and hope for the best. That's not an option. And we're getting pretty comfortably one shot. I feel like if I was on my game as well as I was before I left for Japan, I might have been able to handle this. But with me, because I think I had developed some pretty advanced kiting strats, and I was able to do a little bit of that here, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to pull it off consistently is the issue. I'm not going to be able to pull it off consistently because of the fact that, again, I'm out of practice. I'm sleep deprived, out of practice, and I don't think it's going to be viable. So I think we are going to load back. Actually, I would love to make this work. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to see. I'm going to cast Invis. We're going to cast Invis. I'm going to see how many Cuisinart rooms I need to deal with. We're going to assume that I have to deal with one Cuisinart per room. We're going to assume that I can max out my chance of being able to kill an individual Cuisinart at a 3 in 4 chance. So that's 2 rooms, that's a third, that's a fourth. I think I do need to clear this room, that's a fifth. There's no shot. Unless I find something to completely negate all these packs, I don't think there's any shot. I mean, well, actually, no. That's the other thing I could do. I just realized I could invis my way to a room that I can save in. That's an option. And there are options for that. This room here has a shit ton of evil eyes in it. What the hell is it? I didn't realize there was a trap in this room. If I could clear this back room, I could potentially slowly whittle down the eyes from here. We're gonna try it. We need to kill the liches and the mid-tier liches. Damn it. Okay. I think this is gonna work. Okay. Because the only thing that we need to do, now that I'm thinking about it, we just need to get to the point where we can save. That's all that we need from a practical perspective. So I had completely forgotten about invisibility. Again, it's been a while since I've played, and then I cast invisibility to like check something, and then I'm like, wait a second, I can use this to get to a place that I can clear. So unfortunately, they dispelled at the exact wrong moment. So basically, like the power lich hit me at the exact moment that the other lich cast dispel, which means that I just instantly evaporated. But I think this should be feasible. So it's going to be very difficult to clear this dungeon, but once we've got the ability to save, it's feasible. Everything's feasible once we've saved, because at that point we can, work with what we've got. We can do a bunch of stuff that we otherwise couldn't do. So we're going to try to clear this Greater Lich. It's my hope that we're actually going to be immediately in the green, but we might need to kill a lot of enemies. We're going to have to kill a lot of enemies before we're in the green. Okay. How many are on me? I'm going to need to get deeper into the room. We need to get deeper. We need to go deeper. We're going to fight from the back wall of the room. That might prevent one or two of the enemies from coming in on us. And we need to basically burn down what's there faster. There are two bosses right here, and we aggroed both of them, and we're fully dead. 100% no shot. All right, let's go. Okay. Don't worry. We're going to play at the top of our game here. Maximum skill. That's what's about to happen. It hasn't happened yet, but that's what's going to happen. Actually, I might have a better option over here, but I don't think so, because I think this is going to rotate around. And this just rotates around to that same room. Yeah, this isn't going to get me into a spot position of clear. And I actually might have just fucked up this entire attempt because of the fact that I just aggroed that group of Weezenites up there. So that's potentially going to bone me. Alright, so how are you? We have an exploding evil eye here. We have a bunch of power liches and shit over here. I think it's the top tier of the eyes that dispel. It's the lower two tiers of the liches that dispel. There's no shot that this is going to be a viable pack together, right? Just the sheer volume of damage that's going to come in here is just way too high. No shot. No shot. Even with us getting lucky and not getting dispelled immediately, just no shot. There's just too many enemies there.
This doesn't look too dangerous.
If we can't clear this room within a couple more attempts, I think we're going to try something else. And see how it goes. It occurs to me that this is the appropriate timing to be playing Dancing Mad, but that's fine. Let's see here. Okay, we have a very tiny pack here. My goal is to clear them from as safe a position as humanly possible. Where are you? Okay. Okay, we have an evil eye here. I need to recast preservation. This evil eye can still clear our thing, but the evil eye is actually... Nope, it just got stunned. Okay, we're fine. We still have preservation on everybody. It hasn't been dispelled at all. Okay, we have another target here. We need to recast... Honestly, we need to recast nothing. I also haven't been here, so I don't know... Oh, I need to recast... I do need to recast Day of Protection again. Just so that I can check my wizard eyes. They are not rotating in very quickly. This is very concerning. I feel like this pack is just gonna all come around one of these corners at the same time. Oh god, that's Cuisinarts? Okay, we've got Cuisinarts aggroed from here. So this is not a viable position. Alright, good to know. We're not going to be able to do that room. That room is within aggro radius of, I think, the Cuisinarts that are across the hall. I don't think those are the ones that I saw closer upstairs, because I don't think those were aggro, though they might have been, because I do have to run by that window. So it's possible that they maneuvered over there. Okay, so we're going to have to keep moving. We need to find a better position, which means that we need to just bypass that room for now entirely. And this place is going to be even more of a nightmare later than it usually is. Did I jump over the trap already? Okay. If this room is all still fundamentally the same setup. And this is the room that might be useful to us. Can I... Can I get in there? I'm gonna go downstairs. This room has a single adamantite power lich and a fuck ton of other liches. Alright, we're gonna find out what happens when we do this. So there's Death Knights in this pack that are already aggroed. So we're gonna try to burn this one. There's a Cuisinart here. So that means we have to pull back, and because we have to pull back, we're probably just boned. Oh god. Wrong turret. Okay. I'm gonna aggro another pack over here, and it's gonna be very bad for me. Shit. There's no way to... Wait, what's happening? Are they below me? What is happening? I do have preservation still on everybody. No, I don't have it on Korgurk. Is there only one Cuisinart here, or are there multiple? I think there's multiple. I'm pulling out. Okay, Korgurk's dead. There's this room here. Ooh boy. Ooh boy, this is rough. We're gonna make these attempts. We have quite a ways that we can dive into this dungeon. The deeper we go into the dungeon, the more packs we're aggroing that will start running at us all at once. So there does come a point where we'll have to use something like these windows. Why am I in here? Just standing next to a bunch of enemies that are all going to wander into me. That was not the brightest move that I could have done in my life. There's a shit ton of enemies here. Whoa! Excuse me, please. Okay. Whew. I don't know how I missed this one again. Alright, so let's just jump down. And from here, there are a metric fuck ton of enemies. I could try... I don't think... I don't think this is going to end up making any sense. As a strategy, I have a suspicion this is a dead end. I'm not positive. Not necessarily a dead end, but potentially not a very fun end. In the sense that if I make this work, they all think they have line of sight on me, so they're going to start dispelling me immediately. There's a door here. We're not opening this door. Can we kill you through the door? So the reason for my hesitation is I think that a strategy might be to lure a few enemies at a time into this long tunnel. If it can be done, I feel like it should be feasible. And basically just fight down, like kite them down this long tunnel slowly, like a few at a time, until I run out of enemies. Like that is a thing that I could be doing right now. It is a strat. The issue is, because of how deadly the Cuisinarts are, and the fact that they are going to be tagging me with dispels through the wall, like that thing just did, I feel like we almost require a more coherent and safe position. Unless we go full shenaniganry over here. Okay, preservation. No. So I don't think that I don't think that makes a lot of sense. So let me think about this. Am I willing So I think... Here's my current perspective on what's going to happen here. I could continue through the dungeon, get through the next gate, invisible. If I get through the next gate invisible, I think it's fairly trivial at that point to get to a point where I can save with a minimal of investment. And then I can start working my way from that center with all the beholders in the beholder area. And I can start basically like luring out a couple of Cuisinarts here, a couple of, beholders, basically sort of like spread out from that center area. I think that is viable. But I don't think it's as fun. So what I'm basically having to balance here is the going in as early as possible, like going in early here and just doing it now. And when I'm way weaker, when the Cuisinarts have the ability to just, murk me, preservation wearing off, or being dispelled rather, is a massively more dangerous thing, etc., right? I have to balance that against the incredibly safe playstyle that I would have to adopt in order to make that work. So I basically have to invis past everything. I have to get the switch. That's trivial. I already got to the switch. I just didn't hit it because I'm a dope. Go down, hit the thing, walk out there, and then basically if I get far enough away from the room full of Cuisinarts, I can probably just kill a few beholders and be in the green. Because there's fairly small packs they're very far away from each other for the most part in that room. And so I think that in the split between those two areas of the dungeon, I just did it in such a way that you couldn't even see my backhand behind as I'm doing like the distance thing as I'm putting my hand in front of it. Anyway, the camera work. I'm bad at it. So I think I want to do Paradise Valley first. I think I actually do. Because of the fact that there's Cuisinarts here, I think that I have to do Paradise Valley first. If it was just ogres, it would be a lot more manageable. But the Cuisinarts, I think, have the ability to take me from 100% HP to dead on several of my characters. If the preservation gets dispelled. And I don't know, I think I might be able to do it right now. But I think it'll be more fun later if I'm able to break in from the entrance instead of breaking in from the middle. So I could do a quick proof of concept to demonstrate what I'm talking about, and let's do that. Let's split the difference. I'm basically going to demonstrate the strategy that I have in mind. To say this may or may not be feasible, let's find out. So once we found out whether it's feasible to do what I'm thinking of, then we can abandon it and go do something else. I forgot about the thing. What just happened? Yeah, that was weird. Okay, that is very strange. Don't remember where the exact point is, but luckily we have a shit ton of regen. Okay. Ah! I can't believe I didn't already die. Okay, there we go. I tried to press escape, and it was so fast that I actually was dead by the time the escape got hit.
Come on, let's go in.
Okay. When I tried to press escape, multiple people were still alive. I think only one person was down when I started pressing the button. Let's see. We're moving my hand over to press the button, right? Okay, we're gonna try this again, and hopefully I'll be able to... The way that the dialogue works in 8 is different than it works in 7, or in 6 rather. Well, I'm fucked. So there's a weird dynamic there that isn't in the original, where it can just kind of open and then close itself back up again. It's all good. We are going to... Because I can't just walk up and spam spacebar, because I'm going to run into the liches if I do that. Okay. That is so many of you.
This could be tough. This could be tough. It won't hurt.
I need you to not get in my way, please.
This could be tough.
Okay, we got it. You know, that part is actually harder than I expected it to be. So, hopefully we don't have to do it again. Oh, God. We're all good. Everything's fine. Ouch. Okay, I think we could just drop down here. This should be red now. It sure is. Luckily, this is a big open area. Way's been cleared. Okay. So this is the thing that I was talking about. So basically, if I could get to a spot over here... These are pretty big packs, though, honestly. I'm not sure if this is feasible. I would need to... You know what? This might be feasible if I do this. If I can use... that's not going to work too great. This is not a great spot to put them off, honestly. I'm actually going to walk all the way around here. It's possible that that spot would work. This is a potential option. Everything around here is ranged. So if I could just bury myself in this corner, I'd be more safe than you might expect. However, I think that there's way too many of them to rely on that corner. It's not like an optimal corner for blocking, so we're not going to rely on it. Instead, we're going to look for a better corner. This might actually be like the optimal space. We're going to find out what happens. So the thing that makes this more feasible than it otherwise would be is the fact that we're not dealing with Might and Magic 6 AI here. We're dealing with like Might and Magic 8 AI. And because of the fact that Might and Magic 8 AI is willing to approach me rather than just circling, we can potentially get the bulk of the enemies that are around here. It's fundamentally built off of the architecture that Might and Magic 7 introduced, and which then got adjusted in 8. Might and Magic 6 is the only game in the series, I think, that has the full rotational ranged AI. Where they just pick a direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise, and just maintain that forever. It's the only game in the series that does that, I think. So the fundamentals, I think, would be the same regardless of which variant on the AI you're using, as long as it isn't literally 6. Because I think that any of them are going to do something vaguely similar to what these are doing here. There might be some differences, and some of those differences might actually be critically important for some of these kinds of areas, but I don't know how frequently it would be an issue that I had to pay attention to. Alright. Luckily, the gazers are very weak. They do not hit that hard. So there's concern about the fact that I've got a bunch of dispels going out, so like I don't have preservation right now. But even without preservation, I'm still actually not in that much danger in general. Like, as long as I'm not taking hits from too many evil eyes at once, I'm probably fine. And I think the evil eyes are actually doing like a triple hit, so the evil eyes might actually just be something that I can't take any hits from, really. Just because the triple hits might have the potential to just give me. They probably do, because I think I only got hit by 1 there, and it did a shit ton of damage there. So we do have somebody who's right next to us here. Let's take a look at our wizard eye. We need to... Okay, we got this one dead. They also don't have very much HP. So... I'd like to have preservation up when I'm going around corners here. This is a bad idea. I think we got the pair on the evil eye. Okay, that one's toast. Now, we haven't gotten rid of all the dispels here. That was more dangerous than it had to be. I could have played that safely. Okay, we should be able to clear this evil eye. Okay, that's 1 less dispel in play. Is everybody preserved? Yes, everybody still has preservation. Okay. So, I think that was a dispel just there. The thing in the corner there can't really hurt me, so if I can... You know what? I think the evil eyes might actually have a melee attack now. Okay, so we have liches down there. Let's see. It comes... So... Ranged enemies in this kind of AI will try to. I think they'll try to get. I'd have to replay those games to get an idea. Ranged enemies do try still to maintain range, but they're only trying to maintain range generally when. They are, whatchamacallit, when they're actually attacking you. right? So like if you're in a big outdoor area, no matter which variant on the ranged AI you're dealing with, they are going to trigger their run away from you continuously. But I believe, and I'm not positive on this, but I believe that it's fairly simple to corner Might Magic 7 enemies and Might Magic 8 enemies by default because of just the fundamental way that they behave. Because they're not just being consistently going into a specific direction, which means that they don't corner themselves in the same way that is very convenient for the enemies by allowing them to actually make usage of like deep corners. Basically, it's my recollection that you can kind of choose the corner that an enemy after 6 is going to get stuck in. It's a lot harder to maneuver a Might Magic 6 enemy into a corner. But it's also been a long time. So let's see if we can clear these with this corner by just basically sitting right here and just not letting them come across but still hitting them. That's promising. We have one weak one hitting us, but I don't need to worry about that. Do I have something hitting me from behind? Yes, I do. I sure do. Okay. Okay. Are you liches? Alright. So I think that clearing out this castle is... Yeah. I think without this castle, I would really struggle to make this viable. And weirdly enough, this castle is also made for a much more interesting encounter than I was expecting. I was expecting that I was going to have to be doing shenanigans in a way that are very mean-spirited. Okay, can I... Okay, we got that one down. It's going to take forever. Is that a leecher? I feel like I just saw a leecher. Tick. Could have been something else. So... let's see. But yeah, the specifics of what I'm doing here would definitely be very different without the specific merge AI. The point that I was making was more that all of the AIs have something akin to what I'm doing here that's a viable option for the most part. Except 6 sometimes does and sometimes doesn't. It just depends on the specific room. And I could also just be talking out of my ass, which I am prone to do. I am prone to. And you can't even hold it against me right now because I'm so tired. I didn't get to sleep last night, so if I say anything dumb, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Alright. So we've aggroed something. There it is. So our goal right now, we have a shit ton of enemies in there. In theory, we don't need to deal with them at all. But that's only in theory. In practice, I feel like we kind of have to deal with them. Because we're going to have to jump out of this room and get over here at some point. And when we jump out of this room and get over there, there's going to be a bunch of enemies from down here that are going to immediately start rocking our shit. I think we might... Alright, we're gonna try something very dangerous. We're going to recast all of our buffs first. Because they're not all going to last, but some of them might last for some period of time. And the longer they last, the more likely I am to be able to pull some shenanigans with them. So those aren't moving. That's actually very good for me that those aren't moving. If we can keep them from moving and clear these eyes... That's a concern. Oh, they all started moving. Well, I'm dead. I'm fully boned, because there's not... I can't jump up here, I don't think. Yeah, that's not high enough. Oh, shit! There was a Cuisinart there. Well, mistakes were made. I didn't realize that there was a Cuisinart back there. It would have mattered. So, unfortunately, we did die there. So that was actually a pretty interesting encounter, though. That's an interesting encounter that might be worth playing around with a bit. It's very long. It's a very long fight, but it might be worth tinkering with that. Is it worth it? Because that fight itself is pretty interesting. I don't know though, because I feel like once we go back into the initial castle, we're gonna have to play really boring because we'll have everything aggroed, which means that we're gonna have to just like sieve out one or two at a time by just standing at max aggro range and just leaking, you know, one or two of them at a time. And that just feels really dull. So I'm glad that we did that proof of concept, but we are actually going to reload back, and we're going to do the other place. We're actually going to do that. We're going to Paradise Valley. All right, so I'm going to change the stream title back to, what was it? What was it? Blackshire Befuddlement? Because, I mean, it's the appropriate title because we don't know what we're going to do, and we're doing a bunch of things, so you know what? This is the title that works for the entire stream. It's fine. I shouldn't have changed it. It was fine. I should have just kept it what it was. So, we are going to fly to... Nope, we're going to TP to Blackshire, and we are going to do Paradise Valley. I think we can do Paradise Valley. I don't think Paradise Valley is going to be that hard, in fact. Famous last words. I think we'll be fine. This is going to go great. Fly is allowed without restrictions here. We're currently in aggro range, and I forgot to cure my insanity. We are in the green. We can cast Preservation. Okay. How are you doing? 26. You have actually plenty of mana regen, so this is going to work fine for me, I think. So we're doing this. We're going to cast regen. We're going to cast Protection from Magic. Then you need to cast probably Day of Protection first. Day of Protection gives me like Wizard Eye, all that good jazz. We can swap your weapons back to what they're supposed to be. We can save this, and we'll just save over test because we don't need it. We're not gonna make more attempts on that yet. This is 30. How's it going? So how strong are these hydras? Not very, honestly. Nope, I accidentally turned it onto pause because I'm a dope. Okay, I need to pull out. There were more of them in there than I thought there were. Wait, was that venomous? No, Venomous Hydra is an actual type of Hydra. I think the second tier Hydra is called Venomous Hydra. So as long as it's not a Venomous Colossal Hydra, we're fine. Question mark. I think so. Okay. We also are missing a buff. We are missing Hour of Power. That was pretty funny. Where the hell are you? Oh shit! We have a Supreme Titan on us? We're fully boned, I think.
Could be worse.
I did notice that we had a Titan on us. Oh shit. Okay. So mistakes were made, but luckily we've already saved, which means that we're not at risk of losing our our build. Everything's going to be the same enemy packs. We just have to not pull the Supreme Titan. Alright, we're going to pull these slower this time. I think we're only getting a couple of them now. So we don't have our power. Wait a couple seconds to cast that. Okay. We have enough mana for it now. Alright. Holy shit. The deeps. Yeah, that incoming damage is pretty intense. Okay, we have a Colossal Hydra. Wow. I was not giving it the respect that it deserved, and I'm in trouble now. Oh, is that the para? It's not, it's a stun. Oh, is it gonna be enough anyway? Oh! Let's go! Okay. Wow. That should have killed me. I should have died there. I 100% deserved to die there. But we didn't die. We're all good. We're gonna cast Fly. We've cleared the entry now. We have this Supreme Titan here, who's not actually where I thought he was. Yeah, they hit very hard. Negative 8,000 HP. Okay, we can't take two of these at a time. I need to pull that one on its own, or I need to get more of the place opened up first. So there's a Supreme Titan down there, maybe. I wonder if I could just go in here. I'm going to try just going into here and seeing what happens. It's going to be a bit different than it would be in other things because they're just using a different AI than usual. But I don't think that that's going to be viable with the Hydras. The Hydras are just going to walk in. So it might be viable for the Titans after I've cleared the Hydras out. So if I can get just one of these... Oops. 6 raid. can try to just burn this down. But I think it might not be feasible to burn this down, honestly. We're getting hit pretty hard by these. I might actually need to do thinger, because I'm probably gonna have to find terrain to deal with the Titans. They're just hitting too hard. How did I just get tagged by all those shots? Wait, is this just a noble? No, that is supreme. So they're 178. They do 50 to 60,000 damage. Baseline. So you're immune to the psychic shock, at least. Let's see. I'd like to get just the Hydras if I can. Like, if I could just pull a few of these Hydras solo. Yeah. Not even solo, just like without the... Oh shit, I went too far back. Okay. This is the top tier Hydra.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay, that's fine. Can save the game. Just keep pulling. These homing shots are really could cause problems for me. Okay. I'm actually gonna try just walking over here and see what happens. I've cleared out the two big ones that were at the start, and it does look like it doesn't matter if I kill a couple of them. There's just gonna be such a huge amount of them filling up that empty space there. I could try doing something a little bit more shenanigan-like. So, like, if I do this to get them all locked in over there, can I prevent the mass from accumulating fully? I might be able to. This might end up being viable as a strat with a bit of optimization. I basically need to avoid getting hit by any of the Titans, and I just walked into all of them, and there's a Colossal Hydra in my way. So that's not healthy. I like the idea of using this temple here. Okay, that's a Noble Titan approaching me. There's also a Supreme Titan approaching me. Alright. Nothing I can do about that. Because the fact that they have those, like, slightly homing attacks, I can't just, Oh shit, I'm gonna hit from the side. Look at that homing attack. Beautiful. I need to get a wall between me and you. The unfortunate thing is that this is the best wall around here. Let's go to town. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the town. And we're going to see if we can find a place in town that we can use to our advantage right off the bat. Okay, we got a Titan here that we can start bursting down. Can that one hit me? I don't think that one can hit me, actually. I am exposed to something here. Okay, they're rotating around. Okay. You cursed? How dare you? How dare you have cursed? Okay, let's remove the curse. Can I handle a single noble titan? There's no way this is going to be a single noble titan, right? In the long term, no, there's no shot. Oh shit. Oh, I just broke myself. Cast fly, just to make sure that that's available to us. Okay, that one is going to just take pot shots for free. Okay, I think I'm gonna dive the one in front of us. This is gonna make the rest wander around again, which is suboptimal. Okay, we got another one. Oh shit, I can't get in between those. Okay, let's clear you out. They're going up hills now. This is a bad spot to be because the elevation difference is going to really just obliterate me. Okay. Hoping that I can clear this one so that I can just get behind this corner here. This corner is a bad corner for me, actually. Ooh, this one is rotating into me. That's not good. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, whew. Okay. I should have just flown off and saved. Do I want to clear the town first? No, I'll start clearing these first. So I'm going to try to clear as many of the Hydras here as possible. I aggroed the Titan. I'm just reload for that. I need to get further to the right so that I'm not aggroing that one when I pull these. Alright, so we're clearing you. Saving up. Okay, we've got... that's a pack that I can't deal with. I don't have an answer to this pack. Let's see. Obelisk is definitely not going to help me. Huge pile of Hydras isn't going to help me a ton. You know, not super helpful. Let's see. I think... honestly, we might want to just try to lure this pack away, but it's not happening. They're actually rotating the wrong direction. So I think I'm gonna try this. We're gonna rotate down. Ooh, mistakes made. Okay, we're gonna try to do this from here. The Titan walked right into us. That's very funny. That's very, very funny. You know, Infested Waters would have been so much easier. Okay, we managed to get this one on its own. You know what we're gonna do? We've cleared out some more of these. We're gonna try to do something with no fancy business. This is a Supreme Titan that has walked straight into our body. I think we might be in trouble here. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. Now, if I could get a Supreme Titan to walk in on us like that, and then just like go the other direction, that would actually be great for us. Like, if I could get outside, I could just stand on top of it, and I think because its feet are on the ground, I'd be able to just kill it from the roof. We've had a couple enemies that we fought that way just now. But yeah, I think we might need... Let's try to clear at least one of these out. This is pretty close to us right now. So if I can just get over here... I feel like... the issue is... it's just doing so much damage that, like, it's gonna knock me out of the sky. I do have regen active, right? Yes. So it's hitting for... the issue is this is hitting for triple my max HP, which I didn't realize it was gonna be doing. I didn't realize just how strong these were. So, yeah, we need to use our elevation to our advantage. If we fly up, we can pass the point where we would have aggroed the enemies on the sides. And I might actually be able... I'm gonna aggro those other ones, and that's just gonna kill me. Because we've got the other pack. Let's just fight these slowly. We still have a couple hours before. You know, imagine if I had just made things easier on myself and gone to the Infested Waters. think of the life we could have led. That alternate universe. Okay. Almost just paused again. Whew. Okay, we killed a couple more. Yeah, I think if we clear these... then we can try pulling some shenanigans. Like, see if we can make something happen with this structure here. I feel like we might be able to make something happen with the structure. But I'm just not really sure. And at this point, I might be able to just fly over to those and just drop down next to them. But I might not be able to still, because they might be too close to the other enemies. So, we're going to try it, see how it goes. I went too close that time, but I didn't have to. Okay. There's actually more of them in this pack than I thought. So there's no shot. I was thinking once we cleared one of the colossals, like once we cleared all of the colossals out, that the pack here might not have like a completely overwhelming amount of damage. And that's not really the case. There's so many of the venomous hydras here that there's just too much damage coming out. Yeah, I really should get myself a solution for dealing with giant swarms of hydras. Okay, I have to back up a bit. Okay. It looks like two venomous seems fine. That's within the threshold of easy game, easy life, quite comfortably. Okay. We've pulled them toward us a bit. Okay, save it up. Can I dive you now? I still just don't know. Looks like we don't need to. We can pull these three back. And probably dive you here. Whew. Alright. So we took these out, and things are going to be kind of slow going for a while here as we punch our way through some of these late game areas. I'm going to actually just pop in here, because I think now is the time to try this. Okay, unfortunately that thing moved. I was hoping that I could get it locked in position. There's Supreme hitting me here. Oh, it took out my flyer, so I'm done. Are you still in here? No, but you're about to be. Wait. When they're in here, are they not able to hit me? Oh, shit. I think it did hit me there. I think that one hit me. Oh, the reason it wasn't hitting me is because it was using Psychic Blast, probably. So it was hitting the vampire for 0 damage. Alright, that's probably what happened there. And how effectively... If I just run up to you... I can't dive you like that, unfortunately. I'm just gonna drop down here, actually. We're gonna see what happens. We don't have to deal with the Hydras. There's just the one. So, if I can basically, like, keep them under control by only having to fight one of them at a time, I can potentially get the actual, like, Supreme Titans, like, fully managed. This Noble Titan is, I think, in position for me to not take damage from it. And that's accurate. There's another one that's been locked in here, but there's a Supreme Titan right over there, I think. Yep. Oh shit. Okay, so this one has come in. It does seem like they get confused while they're in here. This is not hitting me right now. Emphasis on right now. I think that the other ones started hitting me at a certain point. So I think they can get at me in here. And we did eventually get the stun or the para on that. I think it was probably a para because it was very long lasting, but it could have been multiple stuns. We should probably go save, honestly. Oh, there is a Supreme Titan still in this pack. Good to know. Unfortunately, they are meandering quite a bit right now. In a way that I'm not super comfy with. At a certain point, my damage relative to my survivability has seemed to have gotten a bit out of control. So, like, I'm actually killing these pretty fast. These are dying in a reasonable time frame. I'm just not tanky enough to handle them right now. So I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to improve my durability enough to handle the damage output of these kinds of enemies. And once I do, we'll basically be set on this difficulty. I think. Or not on this. On this continent, basically. Because, again, our DPS is actually pretty good. These are pretty high level, pretty tanky enemies, and we're able to burn through them pretty fast. The issue is that they're burning through us a lot faster than we're burning through them. So if I can get them in a position where they're not just like obliterating me instantaneously, I think I'll be pretty much set. Now, it was in a position that I liked, and it moved. I'd love to rotate it into the church itself. Okay, I think we're safe here. Whew. Yeah, these Supreme Titans. Really rough still. Really, really rough. So we have one over here. I need you to come to me. I know you don't want to come to me, but you need to come to me first. Okay, so where the fuck did you go? There you are. Okay. Whew. So if we can lure them in here, we can actually just kill them in here. That seems very feasible. All right, we're gonna go grab some of these. Okay, that one's down. Deal with the next venomous. Okay. Now. Okay. Got a mace. Okay, we have a boss here. It is a thorn. This is a thorns boss. Do you have a melee attack? I think you have a melee attack. If you have a melee attack, then I don't know how I'm going to deal with you, actually. Actually, yes I do. I'm going to stand on top of the roof. The age-old strat. Yeah, I can actually lifesteal off of the ones down here. Ouch.
No problem.
Do you have the right thing equipped? not have the right thing equipped. Okay, this thing is getting a little low, but not that low. I would love to hit your friends.
I think we can take it. Just a little slower than we have been.
Okay.
A worthy opponent.
It's amazing how much of my HP I can burn through in just like a fraction of a second. We have 7 hours on preservation still. 32,000. Those crits are so fucking
No
funny.
problem.
Yeah, I think Severia alone is out damaging my healing. Like, the entire party is lower in HP after I have both of them do their shit. There we go. Okay, we got an amulet. We ran ourselves completely out of mana. Yeah. Okay, so we can save the game. We killed a Thorns Hydra. Not too shabby. Imagine what it'll look like when we have to deal with a Thorns Titan. I mean, honestly, basically the same thing. Just gonna take a little bit longer. Let's go look ahead and look at that amulet that we got.
We could sell it.
Since we might as well.
Great.
It's plus 16 dark skill, 85 speed. Not terrible. It also gives air resistance, which is specifically good for where we are right now because the most dangerous attacks here are all air. Every type of Titan uses air attacks. So it would make a lot of sense to try to get a thinger going. Alright, let's go ahead and cast a preservation with our shield equipped. We can save the game. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so due south of us is going to be dragons. And we can basically just lure some of these away. Hopefully burn them down quick. Looks like we've got the others coming from behind as well. They're actually coming from the side, not from behind, but you know what I mean. Yeah, there's one more coming in. It seems to have stopped moving randomly. Okay, it hit a tree. The power of tree. Alright, so we can just burn down this Colossal Hydra because I think it's paralyzed. Whew. Now we can move on. We've got one Colossal here. Let's go ahead and save. Oh, perfect. Thank you for getting unstuck off of that tree so that I can save the game. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. And we can pop up here. Okay. Whew, we got that done. Got a little bit more to do here. We might as well... I guess we might as well start on the Thinger. We've kind of gotten a proof of concept for everything here. We're not going to be able to just brute force the Titans. The ones that aren't Supreme Titans we can probably brute force, but the Supreme Titans we're just going to get obliterated by if we try to brute force them. There's another Thorns Hydra here. Game. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? That is...
That's not
unsettling. Alright. Water resistance plus 15 light magic. I don't know if that's the highest light magic that I have on anything, but we will find out. What is my current light magic item? Plus 13 on a necklace. So we can replace that with a...
It might be useful.
Oh wait, no, this was a necklace. So, if we do this, we could get might. Oh shit, I never equipped this. Oof. Oof, that's a big deal. Wait, Stone Skin's wearing off already? No, okay, that's a different copy of Stone Skin. Okay. Saving it up. Now then. Anything else that we need in here? I don't think so. Yes, so that's it. That's going to make your durability a hell of a lot higher than it was just now. So I think we've cleared this section of the map. We have a couple of Titans to deal with down here. I don't think I want to deal with them yet. I think I want to try to track down some bosses. That is concerning. Let's get ourselves into an okay position in here. I think this is a decent spot. It's not exposed to the mountains. So, and it's got a chimney. The chimneys are useful. So, but I guess those dunes kind of suck for me. Okay. 6 from it. So there's someone hitting me from behind, I think. Okay.
It is defeated.
Just gonna dive over here, I guess. As long as I'm only fighting one Noble Titan, I think we're okay. That is a concern. We have a Colossal Hydra. And we have a bunch of other Hydras coming as well. I just realized that I don't have Fly active. We're going to get out of here. There's a big Hydra over there. So who is this? Are you a Supreme Titan? You're just a normal Titan. I should probably be able to just blow you up. As long as I don't get too close to the others, this is probably viable. Now, the other thing that I could try to do is just separate out some of these and blow them up, like some of the weaker ones. How many Hydras are in this pack? There's a lot of Hydras on that side of town, actually. So, I think what I'm gonna... Ooh, there's a... You're not as close as I think you are, actually. You're very far away. It just looks like a smaller Hydra that's closer by, but it's actually a boss that's really far away. The effect there was very strong. Let's see if I can replicate that. Yeah, because I was like, which position was I at specifically? I was in a position where it looked kind of like it was on this platform, I think. It was just like a normal Hydra that's pretty damn close. I mean, a normal Colossal Hydra, obviously. But not an actual boss. I'm curious how many, like, boss Titans we're going to run into here. That's certainly interesting. Interestingly enough, this is alone right now. They are big enough. I shouldn't have moved. I should have waited for this to just come straight to me, because I now have more of them. I also should have just stayed doing max DPS instead of trying to turn there. Okay. Shit. Who is this? This is Colossal Hydra. We should be able to clear this. What are we doing? Preservation, 12 hours. Haste, 12 hours still. We're fine. Everything's golden. Alright. We can save the game. Okay, so we're going to clear this. We've got you coming in. We'll deal with you as well. I think a vampire tank might be an interesting idea. Actually. Like, if you had a vampire with a lot of cover, basically if you had a vampire as the only viable target, it actually really messes up Titans. Because they have, I think, like a 50-50 shot of using mind damage instead of air. And you can just stack a bunch of air resist without needing to worry about the secondary damage type at all.
This could be tough.
That is a Summoner Titan. Indeed. We're going to burn down this one because it can hit us with its ranged attacks. I think we just need to get out of here. I think there's too many. But I say that, and then things seem to be going okay for the next 14 seconds, just long enough for me to get cocky. No. They do the ranged attack often enough that being in a corner like this really mitigates their damage a considerable amount, honestly. There's a pretty good number of Hydras, and the Hydras hit pretty hard, but can't handle the corner. can't handle the corner plays. Let's see. So we have another Titan here. Another Titan
I
boss.
think we can take it.
Should we pull the Hydra first? Yeah, I think we should. I'm gonna pull this Thorns Hydra. And we're just gonna quickly burn this down. Oof. I say, and then it very much isn't dying quickly. Zoom. That is a lot of stuff being moved. Someone's moving a pallet out in the hallway. It might be for us. Alright, are you okay here? I need you to get close enough to me. Oh, you can climb up this. Never mind then. Too close. Oh shit, I just realized that if it's up there, it's moving. So it's 1.1 million HP. I need you to come back. Okay, we're getting there, slowly but surely. So once we get this Thorn Hydra done, I think we'll be able to you to be able to hit it a couple times just to get the mana steal off of it. It's like every time Severia crits, we instantaneously go down. 27k. There we go. Boots and a staff. Okay, these are HB, accuracy, and all stats boots, which is a pretty good combination, honestly. Unfortunately, they're boots, which, if I recall correctly, I have basically like a full set of boots that give... Oh, not quite a full set.
It's worthless.
Not quite a full set. So these are just a flat-out upgrade for you, basically. They give a little bit less HP, except the +1 endurance probably makes up for that pretty much. So they have a little less armor, unfortunately, because they're not primordial, they're just ancients. Gives me a big boost in power, a tiny, tiny reduction in vitality. Teeny tiny. Alright, let's save it. Staff the acid. Alright, let's go clear out some more of the north side here. How are we doing? 1125. That's more than I'd like to have, actually. I would like for there to be less of you. Alright, we should be able to just clear these now. It's going to take a while for them to like meander around through the town, and during that time we're clearing them out. If you can split the oh right, I can train here. I forgot I can train. Ooh, that's useful. So the fact that I can train here means that I don't have to worry about becoming exhausted. And dying of exhaustion. So as soon as I get a day that I end up being weak at 3 o'clock, so probably tonight, though it might not even be. But if I get to 3 o'clock and we get the weakness effect to proc, I can basically just immediately go train that morning, and then I don't have to worry about anybody dying from it. And we'll also have gotten a bunch of experience, I assume. Not that much, honestly, actually. The enemies here are pretty high level, but the I guess the highest level enemies we haven't really been killing that many of. The Titans are really high level, and the Dragons are really high level. But the Hydras, which we've been killing the most of, are just like, meh. They're not that crazy. So, we need to plop this back on. But yeah, I'm going to need to adjust my gearing. My characters are definitely too DPS focused right now. And I'm gonna need to adjust that to make them more durable. I have kind of a gimmick build on Silria right now, making use of all that int gear, which in some ways is good, right? But when I'm really fighting really high-level enemies, I really just need to have more durability. Oh shit. Okay. We do still have regen for over a day. Just gonna pull the next pack in. I should regenerate back up before they reach me. And then I think if I'm hitting shared life, I should be okay here. Oh. Not if I get tagged on them very quickly. I don't want to get through. I don't want to kill these without the other two up. So we're just gonna dodge around a bit. Okay. Okay, dokay. I think it would be very interesting to try to do a 4 troll and 1, like, I guess shaman works. Shaman, druid, anything like that. As a party. And just have 1 shared life and then a bunch of piles of HP. And you just turn cover on with every troll. But you only have the 1 point in it, right? You don't invest further into it. And everybody is really tanky, except for the 1 character. And then you don't have to worry about healing with any spells. Because right now, like, shared life is actually a sizable portion of my overall healing throughput. The passive healing that Korgrik is supplying is really good. Like 550 per second is really, really good. But it's not good enough to be like the vast majority of my regen, right? Like I'm getting regen out of a bunch of different sources. So it'd be kind of interesting to see a party that is more heavily focused on regen. Though I will say also that like the Severia is doing pretty good amounts of healing. I have like a good amount of healing coming out overall. Like there's a lot of healing throughput coming from this party. It's just I'm just kind of getting outscaled here. So hopefully I'd love to get a few more copies of stuff like the Resist Legendary. The Resist Legendary is a really big deal. And I think that the next... And I might do this tomorrow, actually. I'm actually shocked how awake and alert I am right now, considering, again, I haven't slept in over 24 hours. But I think that I'm probably going to get a very strong... Maybe I should do that right now, actually. I am pretty alert. I think this is... Since I'm thinking about it right now, let's work on this right now. So, Kortal is the character that I need to be surviving. Out of everybody, Kortal is the most important character to have survive. So, what can I do about that? I can't give you this, because this increases resistances, and it's a hat. It goes on your head. So, I don't think I have 2 copies of that, right? I definitely don't have 2 copies of that. Okay, so if I don't have 2 copies of that, I don't need to worry about it because I can't do the really crazy stuff. Though, the other thing that I could do, if I wanted, could try to give Silria the really crazy
I repaired it.
durability. Because I think I could get like a few hundred resist on a single item.
Let's leave it behind.
And that would be very good to be able to do that. Maybe I should. It's tempting. So I think it makes sense to get damage reduction on the two healers specifically. It's tempting to get a bunch of damage reduction on Korgrik. The issue with damage reduction on Korgrik is that Korgrik really pairs better with max HP, because max HP, in addition to giving me max HP, is also going to increase my regen. So the healing throughput is improved by effects that give me more thinger. So that's a thing to bear in mind. I need another legendary that gives me the resists thing. It's not like the most critical thing in the universe. But it's really good and really important. For when we're dealing with energy damage enemies, which we are with the Hydras. I think I understand how these work now. I think I finally figured out how the AI works. It only took me a billion years. No, you're too tall. Too tall to fight on the top. Okay, we're set, I believe. Okay. So with this Supreme down, I think we can probably just go burn down the other one that was in that pack. I believe. No. There's another Supreme over here. Okay. I'm going to see if I can just pull it to this obelisk. No. The obelisk doesn't work to block attacks, apparently. Not in the way that I want it to, anyway. Like parts of it do, but I can't block with this part. What am I doing? You're retreating back. Yeah, you're meandering back home. I don't want you to do that. Perfect, we're still on. Alright. So, as soon as we can get behind cover... Oops. Nope. Still aiming. Excuse me. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I'm really struggling. Unfortunately, they are tending to... Okay. Perfect. We got it. They are tending to get far enough away from the wall with their movement pattern to avoid getting burned down. Whew.
Victory is ours.
You know, I might be able to handle both of these, so we're just going to try it. I think we got this. Alright. Done. So, fly, 20 hours on haste. How are we doing? We cleared this pack. So we have another pack in the corner up here that is not critical to deal with right now. We can peel those off later once we've gotten more of the stuff that's easier to peel. We could try grabbing all of the hydras around here. But I'm kind of tempted to try to pull some of these titans. Like, it would be nice to get this titan boss dead. Unfortunately, it's going the wrong direction. So... can I pull this pack in a comfortable fashion? Can I just, like, stand here? No. Can I stand here, though? Yeah. Alright. So we should be able to pull these in. It's not super cozy. This is a fairly cozy spot. I think over there can probably tag us. Got a two-handed sword.
Great.
Good. Nope. That's... None of these are supreme, I don't think. So, with only 2 of them, I can probably just brute force them. Yeah, these are both just normal titans. Can clear both of these out. Save it up. And let's see. Can I get to you by going here? You get at least one of you. It looks like I can get all of you. I'm gonna just get to a more deep area of the thing right now. I think I'm just dive you. Fuck. It got line of sight on me briefly. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm getting hit by multiple. Ooh, that's concerning. Can I get... Nope. I was hoping to get some nice, cheap shots into you. Wait, can I not hit you? Why am I not hitting you? Why? How's toast? Let's see if I can grab this one. Yes. Okay. Can we grab anybody else? You are not locked in a corner. We're going to ignore you for now. You are stuck for now. You're stuck for good. You are stuck for now. Stuck for good. Alright, so we have one Noble Titan still on us. And the potential to aggro more if we approach it right now. Okay. It trap itself. Perfect. So we can clear this. Once this is down, we can just keep pulling things into the town to clear more and more of them. And can I dive you? I can dive you. Alright, so we just dive this one, clear it out, easy peasy, done. Now, we have a shit ton of those over there. Do we want to try to take these out right this second? I don't think so. Again, I'd really like to get the bosses pulled if possible. Torchlight. Good call, good call. So this is a reflecting giant. At least it's not thorns. We have a couple of normal titans here. I'm going to dive this one on the bottom. The other one is unfortunately out of range, so can't get it to rotate further out of position. Alright. Dive you, clear you out, and I guess we could try to clear to that one, but we've basically cleared to this one already. And there's another boss there as well. Yeah, let's go this way. We'll be able to take out 2 bosses this way. Can I dive you successfully? No. So many on me right now. My hope right now is just that I can use the fact that I pulled that one to get these in position. They want to be a pain in the ass, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna get this one over here pulled. Is that Titans? I can't tell if these are Titans or if these are Hydras. Looks like it's Titans all the way down. Oh shit. Oh, nice. We got the boss pulled. Is that the boss pulled solo? No. Sad. Okay. Alright. We can probably just burn this down. How are we doing on preservation? 3 hours? Not long enough. We're going to have to recast that.
That's no good.
Kind of garbage. Okay. Recast preservation. Save the game. And we will see. He's moving directly away from us. I don't love it. I don't want you walking away from me. I want you walking to me. It's amazing how much harder the Supremes hit. When these other ones hit me, like they're hurting me, right? And they're like one-shotting my characters, but they're bringing my characters down to like 0 HP, right? When the Supremes hit me, they're not taking me to 0 HP. They're taking me to like negative 8,000 HP. It's like such a huge HP deficit. So as soon as the first hit comes out, my entire party's low on HP. Second hit comes out, I can't actually pick people up anymore with shared life. Or anything else for that matter. Can I just stand right here? It's going to be very bad. I think this is the summoner, right? If this basically, like, ever hits me, it's very bad for me. We got it. Okay. Whew. So, we've got a boss. We're clearing that out. And we will hopefully have an okay time. Yeah, it's for a little bit of damage. It's for a little bit of damage. Yeah, come on, legendaries. Because this is like the highest legendaries that we're going to get access to for a long time. Right? This is the place to get the absolute top tier gear. There are other places that we can get similar gear, but there's nowhere that we're going to get better gear, I don't think, in this area. Until we get to the next continent. With the way that we're going through the game, games one by one like this, it is...
Great.
So that is a plus 15 air magic, kind of garbage. Kind of garbage with my build, if we're being perfectly honest. So the character who has access to air magic is not the character that has access to scaling with those other stats. So, oh shit. They actually dropped me. They dropped Quartal. So, since they dropped Quartal, we can't currently fly. And fly isn't just important because it lets you fly. Fly is also important because it lets you move so much faster. get locked in there. Gonna be good? Gonna be a good little Titan. Thank you! Alright, so this Supreme Titan has locked itself in. The other Supreme Titan is moving the other direction and has also locked itself in, I think. And I think that the thing behind me might be a Noble Titan. It's a something. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, this one's toast. Potion recipe. Earth resistance potion. Nice. Happy to have it. Okay. Shit. Moved out of position. Are you paralyzed? Oh, okay. So this one's paralyzed. We can just burn it down. It's tempting to burn down the other one first since the other one's hurting me. But the other one's a normal Titan. It really can't hurt me that much. And the Supreme Titans, if that comes out, I have to basically, even if it's low on HP, they do so much damage that I basically just need to deal with them. Yeah, I'd be curious if I were going to go about this again. I'm thinking about how I would want to optimize my overall gear set. I feel like one thing that I might do if I was to do this again is something that I was thinking about doing and I kind of did for a little bit but then kind of abandoned very quickly, which is like getting stuff of the Phoenix in particular that has like a bunch of fire resist on it as well. So it's like 2 instances of fire resistance, and then also the Phoenix effect. And I think getting all of those effects together might be worth basically investing a piece of gear in for each character once they get saved by the pillar. Oops. Ooh. That's a problem. That's a major problem. On the plus side, I'm mostly just sitting around anyway until it gets into a position that I like. Hopefully it... Nope. Shit. It's a bad position to be in. Okay, did you lock yourself? Temporarily, maybe, or possibly permanently? It looks tenuous at best. But we got it. I think that this is golden. Is it 3 o'clock? It is. I don't want to kill it.
Let's take it.
Before the others wake up. Oh, I am hitting for half damage, so there's that. Alright. You're up. We can start casting Cure Weakness. Whew. Easy peasy. Oops. There we go. So, we burn through this, and that's one more Supreme Titan down. We got a helm.
I don't know. Useless.
I should probably be identifying all these rings.
It's worthless. I don't know it.
I don't need a bow. Oh, right. Was I using this as my identifier? I was using this to identify shit. I remember now.
That's no good.
Plus water plus a bunch of resists that I don't really need because it's two different types. Let's see. So optimally,
There's no room.
Fit.
what I would have
No space.
save this, is I would optimally have a bunch of gear that gives plus to all resists, and then a few key pieces of gear that just have a shit ton of a single resist, with it all being the same resist. That seems to me to be the way to go. But even then, I don't even really need that much. So, like, if I can get a piece of gear that gives me air resistance, this gives me air resistance. Why am I not equipping this? Because it gives dark magic, which I don't need. I could give that to the vampire
My
potentially.
pack's full.
Sorry.
How bad is it for you? It's pretty
No
bad
space.
for you. Your necklace is where your light magic skill comes from. It's a pain in the ass to swap that out. So, with that being the case, if I just have a piece of gear. Oh, right, this allows me to copy a piece of gear. Do I have multiple of those? I'd forgotten about that. So, like, one thing that I could do, because right now I have this thing on, which isn't really that crazy. That's, like, not that great. So one of the things that I could do is I could copy this right now and put it on this character. We could swap this belt onto Silria, and then we would have. How big of a difference?
There's no space.
This gives plus 6% vitality.
There's no room.
It's a fairly minor drop in damage output, actually. Do I have anything else that's like really crazy? This legendary effect is really good. Yeah, I'm tempted to do some serious meddling with my inventory here. I'd like to get your gear set in order. I really would. This has air resist, so I don't want to get rid of it. Do I want... Because the luck and the accuracy aren't really that important. If I copy this now and just slap this on Cortal in place of probably this one, How many spell points do I have right now? 900. I don't need the 250 spell points now. So if I could dump it on in place of this one for now, then I could get that immunity up. We could slap this belt over here. Then we don't need this immunity gear, right? Like, we have a sleep and unconsciousness immunity that only gives 20 int and 25 air resist. That's not great. That's a fairly weak piece of gear outside of the effect that it's giving me there. Weirdly enough, that might... This is just a... Ooh, whoa. This is plus 12 body with earth resist. I want to see if I just have something that has a shit ton of air resistance on it. Because air resistance is currently my top resist. Speed, luck. This is a flat increase to air resistance right now. This is 306 endurance. Very strong. And this belt is not that useful for this character. I think I might just want to do it. I think we might just want to pull the trigger on... You know, it occurs to me that I haven't been equipping my slow relic, and that is potentially something that I should be doing. Water. This has a bunch of air. Ooh, actually, this is particularly useful for you because it says flat intellect on it. And it has air resistance on it. So, and it gives sleep and unconsciousness immunity, which is currently attached to a significantly weaker item. So I think I might actually want to just do this. And then we have the option of getting rid of a fairly weak item without needing... I just realized that we still have the Scholar's Cap equipped. Plus 38 learning skill. Can you imagine if we were actually getting all that learning skill? How cool would that be? Accuracy. It's a lot of luck.
No room.
I don't think this is going to be useful for pretty much anybody, but let's take a look. Can't wear it.
My tank's full.
Interesting. 256 luck. The resistance drop is significant. Arms master plus 18 is a lot. Speed plus 256. Personality. I have the Ring of the Elements somewhere. Right? Do you still have that equipped? So this gives plus 54 to all elemental resistances. It also gives 30 might and some personality. I feel like that's pretty good for everybody. You know what's really funny is that the person who has the thing that increases all of their resists to the strongest resist is the person with the lowest overall resists in the party. That's kind of funny. Speed 205. So this is fire resistance and regen HP over time. This gives air resistance and elemental resistances and endurance.
No space.
That's potentially really good. This actually increases my vitality despite the fact that I lose 345 HP. It's a huge drop in my power. Huge drop. There we go. Fire, earth, air, and so I don't even have this equipped. So if I equip this in place of this thing, this will give me... This takes me from 72% to 79% with all resists, which is very clutch. Now, the one issue is that I don't need the elemental resists to be that high. It looks like this body resist is important. The other elemental resistances would be high enough anyway. Body and mind resist. What does your cloak look like? Air resistance, that's pretty good. Pelennor gives a huge amount of endurance. Pelennor I don't think I'm replacing. That's pretty much a given. Though this actually
No space.
is tempting. So I could swap these two.
There's no room.
Not because this is better, though it does increase our DPS a bit. It does reduce our durability overall to put this on.
No room.
But because it's a more efficient usage of their relative durability. So this is something that this item scales really well with this character in a way that the other one doesn't. So my overall durability increases considerably by making that swap, I think. So do you have 36 to all resists? Successfully covering an ally restores 3% of your HP. Do you have cover on? You do, right? Yes. I think I might turn cover on with you. We don't want to take off the body resist. Keep full luck. So this gives me 84 mind resist. Gets me up to 28,000 durability, which isn't super high. But also anytime I'm covering, which is, what is it, like a 6% chance for anytime a different target gets hit, I'm regenerating 3% of my max HP. Though the issue that I have is that this character doesn't have that much HP to begin with. So the actual healing throughput is not high by stacking that onto you. Whereas the healing throughput is twice as effective on this character. Though, by by pulling the damage onto Korgrick. I guess it doesn't matter because Korgrick is still going to have cover on. I should probably put cover on you if you don't have it already. Okay, cover's already enabled on you. Perfect. So, do you have cover? You also have cover. You don't want cover though. You're not tanky enough to cover. Let's see. This does give $36 resist. And I like to have the $36 resist on you. So what I need now is... I think I basically just need to have higher overall stat values on some of my durability gear. How's my bodybuilding? My bodybuilding is 22. So it's not like I'm low on bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is still really high. Interestingly enough, this actually says that it increases my vitality in addition to the thinger, which is kind of interesting. This would bring my resistance. It gives me a pretty big jump in AC, but it drops my air resist, and the air resist is really the only component of the durability that I need right now. So this is very solid. Is it as solid as this? I would say probably not.
There's no
Let's
room.
find out how much durability this is. This is almost identical. Almost identical. So we've dropped our max HP by a lot by doing this. This is such a good helmet. These stat values are so crazy on this. I think it's very tempting. This gives plus 255 fire resistance. How are you with maces? You could get up to master if you wanted, but you're not going to. This pairs extremely well. I actually might end up using Ares plus 82. How much of a DPS loss is it to use this? It's not that big a DPS loss to use this, actually. So
no
I
room.
might end up using something
no
like
room.
that for Korgrick, paired with stuff like this, to just stack a shit ton of fire resist. The issue is that I can stack so much fire resistance so trivially, probably, that I'll end up needing to do something about it, but let's see. Int luck and plus 8 total stats. Let's swap these so I can see this. So this is a 5% increase overall vitality if I do this, allegedly. So this would give me a boost of 400 HP. Let's see. Weirdly, this Ring of the Plains is not considered that huge of an upgrade in terms of resists over even just this, which is a little strange. I still need this, but I don't need it right this second, actually. I could potentially replace it with this for now. Don't know. This gives might and dark damage. Is the other effect on this? Might. I could actually just up this until I get something interesting. So I think I might want to do that. Just because this does give an extra 2 points of light magic skill. Which isn't too crazy, but is still valuable. I could also do something with this. I don't know if that would be valuable necessarily. Necklace. Because this has speed on it. I do like the speed a bit. I don't hate speed. Oh right, that's my legendary. I can't replace my legendary and still have the effect of my legendary. That's not a thing I can do. All right, let's continue on for now. Let's just grab this. Let's grab something. All right. All right, we need to start dragging them out of the mountains. I'm really hopeful that we'll be able to find some more of the things that give me like legendaries and stuff like that. It'd be very fun to have the things that let me craft a legendary. I think that'd be very fun. How expensive are the items that I'm using for crafting? That, I don't think, hit nearly as hard relative to her HP. I could be wrong on that. But that was a Noble Titan, and it did not one-shot her. And she wasn't even at full HP. She was close to full HP, but she was not at full HP. Okay, I'm just going to wait for everything to get into actual melee range. I guess I can't wait for that to get into melee range because it will not get into melee range. But you can wait for it to at least get around a corner or something. Okay, that's done. Let's cast Fly again, save it up. And we have dragons on us, which is fine. I think we can probably take most of the dragon types. I think the gold dragons are like gonna obliterate us basically. I seem to recall that we just could not win a pissing contest against that gold dragon. Yeah, if this thing's gonna go out onto here. This is the lowest tier of dragon. And it is deceased. We got a hat. Just what we like to see. Obviously the best piece of gear. We can use so many hats. Boots are the worst thing that we could get. Hats are not great for us because we have at least one hat that's really good, and we can't equip a hat onto one of our characters. But do we want... start working on you, or do we want to work on you later? I think I'm going to dive this. Those are approaching. Let's get them in town. Hopefully we can. I think we can. Yeah, we can get at least some of them into town. The one that we were beating on is very injured. This one is actually isolated, so I'm going to go grab it. It's no longer isolated. Okay, it's isolated again. It's toast. Nice toast. Whoops. Control cube. Let's go. Unicorn horn. Let's go. Mind resistance. Okay, we have you. Hey, we can burn this one. And what do I want to do for my gear? It's really tempting to oh right, I'm not going to be able to win a pissing contest with this even once I isolate it. I'm like activating my normal like Titan fighting mode, and I'm like, wait a second, no, that's not going to work. I can't fight this thing in a straight up fight because I can't dodge its attacks. We should be chill here. Okay, we got a cloak off of that one.
We could sell it.
Okay, air resistance and nothing else. Might, personality, and intellect.
We don't need this.
A lot of HP. And we can get plus 31 to all 7 statistics off the bat on this. But I don't know if it's worth it to get that kind of an effect on a ring, honestly. 31 is pretty high. That was interesting. That didn't hit me nearly as hard as I was expecting it to. I took 2 hits and I'm still reasonably okay. Okay. Okay, that's done. I think the plate wearers are probably particularly good users of the thing that gives resists. This gives the resists of like all of them equaling each other, just because plate has so much resist on it. It doesn't have it directly, but if the AC on the plate is so high that it converts into a lot of resists, especially on those artifacts. The artifact plate has a lot of armor class, which is interesting because like our armor class is kind of like the base stat, and similar to like damage numbers, but the damage numbers for artifacts are garbage, but the AC values are good. So it's just kind of an interesting difference between like the scaling factor between the weapons and the armor. They might have changed the scaling for the weapons somewhat, I did notice that Hades didn't seem that weak compared to like a primordial, you know, DPS mall that's I think up to date. This is like pretty close to. No, it's not quite up to date, but like still pretty. It's not that far behind. Let's see. Do we want? What time is it? 7:30. We have quite a bit of time left before we have to go train. So I think we're going to try to clear out as many of these as possible before we have to train. I'm really hopeful that we'll find some sort of legendary in this area. I feel like it would be very sad if we didn't find anything. If we could get like something half as good as the crown that we have, and the crown is also not optimal because a crown doesn't have base AC at all. So we're losing out on the base AC of a helm by using a crown instead. And the base AC also gives resists. So that crown, which is already really good, if it was just rolled as an actual helmet, it would be so much better. Let's see. Okay. So this one rotated straight into this death spot. We can just clear this out. I think the other one is also still isolated, though it might have wandered back home. We'll see. So we can clear this out. Oh wow, it's already 12:31. I don't think I'm not going to be able to clear this whole area today, but we'll be able to finish it tomorrow. Here's the next one. I'm just going to get on the other side of here. No, I'm going to get on the side of an actual. Okay. What pool of water did you just shoot that into? You're going to shoot at me and then run away. So where are you going now? Alright. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Shit. Misjudged that badly. All good. So this Supreme is getting taken out. Small shield. No need, sadly. Okay. Okay, we've got one more Noble Titan here. Do we want to clear the northwest side of the zone with the remaining time that we have? I'm actually going to burn the Hydra first. That melted fast. Alright. Then for you... Cleared that out. Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
We should be okay here. Just aggroed an extra, that's fine. And I was thinking that we might pull another extra when we moved forward to grab that one, and we didn't, which is honestly a little unfortunate. I like having the little chains where I take a step forward and aggro like one or two more. Like, see, I took a step forward, got this one. We're not going to take a step forward for this one just because it's best to save after this. But being able to damage one while the others are approaching you, really nice. I'm actually going to just move forward because, ooh, there's a bunch of colossals there actually. Let's...
Useless.
That's a lot of high tier hydras actually. That is 4 colossals. Okay, it's only 3 on us right now. Should we dive them? Let's do it. We're gonna try it. Okay, that one's toast.
Oh.
Okay. Nailed it. Okay, we just have 3 left in this pack. Gonna dive the Colossal, burn that down. So with the Colossal down, we can hopefully get ourselves in good position. I think there's a big pack of Titans in the northwest corner that I haven't cleared yet. I believe that is the case. Yeah, they're right here. So, can I get one of you to come with me, please? Wow. One shot. Luckily, it's at the wall, so it has to go at, like, almost a straight line. Like, it doesn't have the ability to go anywhere else. Because it'll just automatically teleport back. Okay, that one's toast. We got a ring. I like rings. We can fit a lot of rings on our person.
Let's leave it behind.
Okay, luck might...
It's worthless.
Poison, weakness, immunity, and basically nothing else. Life is sad. Okay. Alright, this is, I think, the last pack in this corner. So we just need to get these separated from the Supreme. And see how things go. Too far away. Are they separated out? Okay, this one's getting separated. That's good. Okay, we have this one separated. We're going to burn this one down. Here we go. The others are rotating the other direction. I apparently got hit by the Supreme during that fight. I don't think that was damage that was just done by that one. No. Okay, they're all approaching me head on right now, which is a little surprising, but I have no objection to that. If they want to just charge me like this, then I can drag them all the way to the town with no problem. And I love that. No idea why they're not attacking me right now. Alright. Whew. Alright. One's cleared. I think it's blocked by the pillar. This fully clutch
Let's leave it behind.
balcony. This is not a balcony. Front porch? Maybe? Alright, we got a belt. Nothing useful. Man, it's so nice that I don't have to recast fly every time. I think we need to go cast... I think that thing's outside. The one over here. I'm pretty sure that this is out of bounds. So we can just cast telekinesis on that. And open it up. Which one is telekinesis? Wait, is telekinesis Earth now? Telekinesis is Earth. Okay.
Ooh,
Legendary Dragon Hunter's Shield of Protection. That is interesting.
It won't fit.
Hmm.
No room.
I really wish that
no
Seraphs
space.
were not so actively encouraged not to use shields. No! No! Game just crashed. God damn it. Give me a second. We have to fully bring out Task Manager. Okay, sorry, we're crashing. Boom. Crash and burn. Alright. So, who could use one of those effectively? Luckily, the contents of that chest are not randomized. So, I mean, they are, but they were randomized
I don't know this.
before we started opening it. Let's see. We're equipping this just so that we can identify all this stuff.
I can't
Got a
carry
reagent
it.
here,
We don't
reagent,
need this.
armor class, and nothing else. It's not worth worrying about.
This is nice.
So this has a lot of good stats on it,
No room.
I have
and
too much.
it
space.
might end up being worth it.
I can't carry anymore.
Wow, that is such a huge item. What is the legendary effect on this? Killing a monster recovers your action time. So that's not a great effect to have on a shield, honestly, because obviously shield is going to lean you more toward non-damage dealing. You're a lot less likely to kill an enemy in the first place. So give 32% vitality.
No space.
How much vitality would this be worth for you? Doesn't actually say for some reason. Oh, because you don't have the ability to equip an offhand right now. Okay. So this is a huge amount of resist on it. Let's see. Now I don't have. I wonder who has Shield GM. Knights can get Shield GM. but I don't. That doesn't serve my interests very effectively. Let's see. A shield would be nice on the shaman, probably. I don't think you can even use a shield. I don't know why you would want to. So that shield that we just got, if we're going to end up using it, it's almost certainly going to be on Silria. So, I mean, one thing that we could do if we wanted is we could actually swap in Snake combined with this for a purely defensive setup for her for certain types of stuff. And it might even be faster. How fast is Snake? Is pretty fast. So it might... I guess the healing is modified based off of the thinger, so it's not that crazy. But okay, we need to definitely dodge attacks from this. Absolutely cannot get hit by any of its attacks. Okay. Luckily, it is heading toward the town right now. If I can keep it heading toward the town... Oh, wait. Right, let's burn you down first, I guess. Never mind, probably not. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna burn this thing down.
Victory is ours.
Oh shit! I have a bow equipped. Well, it's a good thing that was dead before that triggered, huh? All right, save it up. All right, let's go. I think I can just dive down here now. I think it's in range. So we're going to clear this one. We're going to kill maybe a couple more enemies here. Preservation went off. Wow. All right, well, you know, that's just what happens sometimes. These things sometimes happen. Wow, we're almost out of regen. Let's recast that, because if I don't recast it now, I'm gonna forget that it's about to wear off by tomorrow, and then I'll be in deep shit. So recasting that. We should also recast Protection from Magic. All right, now then. Perfect. So, did I recast Preservation? I did not. I recast Regen, but not Preservation. Alright. So I have the Reflecting Titan here, and it wandered off again, unfortunately. We need to get it into a nice, convenient location where it will die for me. Unfortunately... Oh shit, what am I doing? Nope. Actually? Wait. Okay, good. We don't have... I thought I heard the sound effect for the arrows, and I was like, wait, what? How did that happen? But it didn't. I'm just hearing things. Alright, so we are plowing into this thing's HP bar, and that's all well and good. I'm also going to check before we end stream today. I'm going to check what our damage output looks like for this area. Should give a reasonable idea of the kind of damage our characters have. So we just got a ring.
This is good.
This is air magic, spell points, and air resist, which is, I mean, at least it has the air resist, right? Alright. So let's take a look at that right now, actually. So currently, 38% of our damage is coming from the Lich King. Which is a lot of the damage. A very high proportion of our damage output is just coming from the Lich King doing Lich King things. So, let's see, what time is it? It's 2:30. So, we only have 5 levels. I'm tempted to go another night, because if I go another night, then I won't... Ooh. What is this? Crafting Sapphire. So this can get a ring up to plus 101 with the base stat stuff. It's pretty good. It's not the optimal thing to invest it into, but it's good that even for those we can get good value. So we have 10 minutes left. And we're getting, I think we're getting enough of the crafting items. I think I do want to just copy that axe now. I'm going to be leveling very slowly for a pretty considerable amount of time. So, like, until we start hitting bolster again, my, like, I'm basically not going to be scaling anymore. We need to hit a new type of bolster because we're approaching the maximum level of the enemies on this map now, on this continent now, because of the fact that we're not bolstering them as we go. Oh, did our haste just wear off? Alright. I think since our haste did just wear off, I think it makes sense to potentially just level up now. We can get 5 levels. 5 levels is more than enough to tag the next point of regen. And it's not going to give us a ton, probably. But let's go ahead and do it.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
So this allows us to no longer have to worry about the other stuff. Let's get our bodybuilding caught up. And we will get our next point put into... Do I want to put more points into the leather? My armor is not that high. I think that I don't want to put points into leather for them right now. I'm gonna do the other ones first. Okay, as for you, I'm keeping... arms, plate, and should I just get bodybuilding caught up too? There's not really a lot of reason to, honestly. Like, Ash is already extremely tanky. So I'm not going to get my bodybuilding caught up yet, but that is going to be a priority at some point. Okay, for you, we need probably... I'm going to pump a point into light magic, and do I want to pump these up to like 30 or something? I'm only getting 2 resistance per AC. Okay. Was this reduced? This might have been reduced. I think I'm just going to keep all these even. I'm going to focus on the durability ones for now. So our vitality is at 21,000 pre-buff. You have very low leather. But your leather isn't very good. So it kind of makes sense that you have very low leather. I only have 7 axe. I don't really see a lot of reason to get it higher. I'm kind of tempted to get bodybuilding up and like basically catch up bodybuilding and then just keep bodybuilding and all of these caught up. So HP's increases by skill squared. So 30 skill, but it's not. No, that's going to be. That's not additive. It's not giving me an additional 900 at 30. It's just giving me a flat 900 at 30. So 27, we have. What's 27 squared? Why would I do this to myself? What's 25 squared? That seems at least reasonable. Times 2 times 5. Times 5 is 125. So should be. Is this 600 something? It's like. Is it 625? Is that what it is? It might be. It might also not be. I do not know. We're just going to put a point into all of our magic because that's just how we roll. Now, as for you, we want to be giving you... You don't have very good plate. Honestly, like you don't have that high of AC on your items in general. Like you have some that have pretty decent armor. Then you have a bunch of items that just don't have any armor on them, basically. So I'm wondering if I want to not keep investing into plate for right now. I think... we will do this. And we could put a point into bodybuilding if we want. If we put a point into bodybuilding, 421, that's about 90 bonus HP for a single point in bodybuilding. That's not bad. I'm happy to put a single point into that for right now. That seems reasonable to me. So Ash's HP, like Ash's durability is so high. So high right now. Let's see here. And we can... let's cast our buffs, and then I guess we will end things there for today. I believe that that's a reasonable place to end it. Yes. So, where's my shield? So we're casting Preservation. We're casting Regen. We are casting Protection from Magic. And then with that, we should be able to swap this back. And then cast this. And did we cast the other one? We did. That's the other one. Heroes of Haste. No, we don't have Day of the Gods active. Okay. So we'll cast Day of the Gods. And then we can swap this back on. Let's take a look at our base stats for 1 minute. So we're at 26k, 18k, 29, 44, 30k. Very minor durability increase on Silria, which makes sense because I don't think we invested into any durability stuff, right? Did we invest a little bit into bodybuilding? I don't even know if we did that. So we got I think some extra durability out of you. I think the Cortal was substantially squishier. We've actually got a huge amount of bonus regen coming out, actually. Like, quite a lot. So, I can actually look at people's bonuses from bodybuilding. The bodybuilding bonus that Korgrick has is really wild. Like, that's a lot of HP coming out of bodybuilding. So, with that being the case, I actually think that there's a decent chance that... No, we have so much HP coming out of endurance. I don't know, but I think that it makes a degree, like plus 290 HP flat on Korgrick is a very weak effect. That's a very weak effect for me. So this is something that I could probably swap onto Silria to good effect at some point. This gives air resistance and plus 15 to all this stuff, actually. So this would be a solid thing to put on Silria. But I think next time, before we start, I think we're going to copy this axe. We're going to put the axe onto... We're going to put the copy of the axe onto Cortal. We'll probably replace this one first. And then we may end up swapping this one out at some point. We'll just have to see. We only have 2 axe users. And we do have 2 sword users. So it makes a degree of sense to copy this instead, which gives the 10% damage reduction effect from the legendary, which is also very good. But I do think that giving more characters permanent immunity to all status effects, where it's just like your best in slot equipment has this effect on it, is probably more impactful. Just because I'm going to end up with so many enemies that are spamming instant death effects and spamming all this stuff. It does seem like protection from magic is lasting longer than I would have expected. I was expecting them to burn through that a lot more. That was something that I was expecting to have as a sizable issue that I had to deal with. But it just hasn't really come to pass. I haven't had to deal with that much. So that's going to be it for today. So thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure streaming for you today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow when I will hopefully have slept. But we should be back onto a more normal schedule now. The next... We don't have any more international travel scheduled for 5 months. Which isn't actually that long. That's actually fairly soon. But anyway, that's it for now.